Hello, beautiful friends. I'm Susie, and I am a Kundalini yoga teacher in training with Yoga Vision. Today, I'd like to present four options or four different methods for dealing with anger or releasing anger. Anger is a misunderstood emotion. A lot of people view it as a negative emotion, when in reality, there are no negative emotions. Our emotions serve a purpose, and anger is one of our most primal emotions. And a lot of times, it'll signify areas that need or require change. Anger can also be a wonderful creative force, either in creativity with regard to coming up with solutions or expressing art, whether that be through painting, music, um, whatever creative outlet you employ. Anger can be channeled and that energy can be used as a creative force. So, for many of us, it may be obvious that we need to work on regulating and releasing our anger. This is so because it comes out in our response to an event or a situation that causes us to become angry. For others of us, it may seem as though we're like ducks with water rolling off the back with anger. We never get angry, so it's not an issue. Surprisingly, that could in fact be an indicator that there are some anger issues, perhaps repressed, and I will go into a little more detail regarding that with our second method today. So, the first method that I would like to present as an option, and keep in mind that all of these four ways of or methods of dealing with anger, processing anger, um, are options. They are modifications. The first will be a breathing option. The second will actually be a meditation that involves mudra or a hand position, as well as a breathing exercise. The last two involve a little more physical movement. They also involve the breath as well. So they are just options. I would invite you to give each one of them a try and see which one works best for you. So, before we get started, we are going to be tuning in with the Adi mantra, which is Om Namo Gurudev Namo, calling on our highest consciousness. And this is in the ancient language of Gurmukhi, and it is the way that we begin our practice for Kundalini yoga as well. So we won't be tuning in for each of these exercises, but it's a good idea to tune in so that your highest consciousness is present during these exercises to make the most of them. So, placing your palms together at the center of your chest, sit with a nice, tall, straight spine. You're going to want to tuck your chin slightly to elongate your spine. We're going to be closing our eyes and focusing on the third eye point, which is in between the eyebrows and slightly above. So, close your eyes and inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply and let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply for our final go round. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale fully. Gently, gracefully lower your hands to your lap. So the first method I would like to talk about is Satali breath. This is a cooling breath, and it reduces heat both on the outside of our body as well as on the inside of our body. And when we're angry, things tend to get pretty heated up inside. So the way that we do this breath work is we inhale through a U-shaped tongue. So stick your tongue out, and we're going to roll it. Inhaling over the tongue, exhaling through the nose. Now, if for some reason you were unable to curl your tongue, because some people are genetically unable to do this, it's perfectly fine to just stick your tongue out and inhale through the mouth over the tongue. It'll have the same effect, it's the same cooling effect. So join me now. We're going to be here for 3 minutes, and we're just simply going to be inhaling through over our tongue and exhaling through our nose. And let's begin. And continue. Breathing through the mouth with the tongue rolled or with the tongue sticking straight out, either way. You want to use long, slow breathing with this exercise and go at your own pace. We're a little over halfway through. Keep up the good work. Inhale deeply, hold the breath. Exhale fully through the nose and just sit and notice for a moment. Notice how you're feeling. Notice any sensations through the body. Again, Satali breath can cool off your body if it's hot outside. You can use this breath to actually cool your body down. And again, it's very effective for taking the heat of the anger away as well. For our next method, we are going to do a meditation to release childhood anger. And childhood anger manifests slightly differently um, in adults. And some of those ways are obvious: explosive anger issues, um, irritability, striking out, lashing out at others. But others are counterintuitive, such as people pleasing and repressing our anger and refusing to even acknowledge that we are angry. So, repressed anger is really damaging to the body. And keep in mind that anger serves a valid function and purpose, as long as we observe it, acknowledge it, and release it in a healthy way. So, the next method that we'll be discussing is a meditation to release childhood anger. And while some anger issues are obvious, such as explosive anger and lashing out at others, things of that nature, with childhood anger, sometimes the manifestation is counterintuitive. Some people may never get angry about anything. That is a sign that you might be repressing anger. And anger is a very valuable emotion for us because it lets us know when things need to change around us. And it's really important that we not hold on to that emotion and store it within our body, because it can have pretty toxic effects on our health and well-being. So, this meditation will involve a mudra or a hand position. The hand position is going to be bending the pinky and the ring finger down, and then we'll be placing the thumb on top of those two fingers. Our index fingers and our middle fingers will be extended. Get back down there, pink or ring finger. At any rate, our index finger and our middle finger will be extended. We're going to be holding this mudra to the side, straight out to the side during this practice. Now, there is not really a stated focal point. You are welcome to close your eyes and look inward or gaze at the third eye point, whichever you feel more comfortable with, or you could even leave your eyes open during this practice. So we'll begin by inhaling or sucking air over our closed teeth. So it'll be like this. And then we'll be exhaling through the nose. So we'll be here for 5.5 minutes, and let's begin. Remember to keep your spine nice and straight. Focus on the breath and go at your own pace. You'll notice that it does require a little bit of effort on the inhale to pull the air through the teeth. Try to keep your shoulders in a relaxed position. We're over halfway there. Keep up the good work. Inhaling through, over the teeth, closed teeth, and exhaling through the nose. This is not the most attractive breathing exercise or meditation, but we are resolving and releasing childhood anger, and so I don't think it really matters how we look, right? You may notice a little shaking, and that's completely normal. That is a sign that your central nervous system is resetting and repatterning the brain. So that's an excellent indicator that this medicine is working. Keep up the good work. We have about 30 seconds left to go. Inhale deeply, elongate the spine, and hold the breath. Exhale through the nose fully. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath, hold. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath. Exhale fully. And gently, gracefully lower your hands to your lap. Just sit here and notice how you're feeling. Notice any sensations through the body. You might still be a little bit wobbly, and that's okay. That is a good sign. Moving on to number 3. This meditation is called Fists of Anger, and it is a bit more active than the other 2 methods that we previously discussed. And so for this meditation, and it's shorter than the meditation to release childhood anger, this meditation is for 3 minutes, and we will be inhaling and exhaling through an O-shaped mouth in a very rapid pace. And what we'll be doing is we will be folding our thumbs down to touch the pad of our hand right below our pinky. And then we're going to be forming a fist. And what we're going to be doing is holding this in front of us. And we will be making a motion like a backstroke. And this will be in a very rapid pace. And again, we'll be breathing through the mouth, through an O-shaped mouth. So it'll look like this. Go at your own pace, but the idea is for this to be a very powerful movement. This is to kind of get that energy worked out of our body. And so let's go ahead and get everything ready and begin. We'll begin now. Again, this is a backstroke movement, and this needs to be a very rapid movement. Go at your own pace, though. And while you're engaging in this movement, I would like you to call up or think about all the things that make you angry, whether that's somebody cutting in front of you in line, somebody driving poorly on the road, getting frustrated at your children, or another adult, or if it's loss of opportunity that you missed out on when you were growing up due to circumstances. Whatever it is, call up those things right now and let that fuel your movement in this practice. We have about 2 minutes left to go, so continue. Again, like you're backstroking, powerful movement. You'll notice that this is heating you up quite a bit, and that's good. That's what we want. We want to get all this energy moving in our body. Okay, we've got about 1 minute left, so really kick up the pace if you can, and really put some force into this movement. Keep going. You're doing a great job. Now we're going to interlace our fingers, and we're going to bring this mudra above our head and stretch. Inhale, hold the breath. Exhale fully. Inhale again and stretch up. Hold the breath. Exhale fully. One more time. Inhale deeply. Stretch up. Hold the breath. Exhale fully, gently, gracefully. Lower your hands to your lap. Sit here and notice the effects of this meditation. Notice the sensations through your body. Very well done. So for our final method, the fourth and final method that I'm presenting today is a meditation to release inner anger. And with this practice, we will be holding a mudra, again, placing our thumb at the pad of our hand right below our pinky finger, and then forming a fist. And this time, we will be crossing our hands in front of our heart center like this. And as we cross our hands at our heart center, we're going to be chanting har, har, har. And when you chant har, you're going to be pulling in at the navel center. Har, 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 har. Har is the name of the creative energy in the universe. It's another word for God, another name for God. And this is in the ancient language of Gurmukhi. And so we're going to be here for 3.5 minutes. And let's begin now. Har, 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 har. Focus can be at the third eye point, or it can be on an inward gaze. And you're doing a great job. Keep up the work. Har, 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 har. You can go at your own pace, and we are about halfway there. Keep up the good work. Remember, fist crossing at the heart center, pulling in the navel as we chant ha. And the breath is naturally self-regulating because of the chant that we are using here. Focal point can be at the third eye or looking inward. You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Har, 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 Inhale and keep your hands crossed at your chest and squeeze all of the muscles. Hold the breath. Exhale fully. We're going to do this 2 more times. So inhale deeply and squeeze, tense, and hold all the muscles. Exhale fully. One last time. Inhale deeply. Squeeze, tense, and hold all the muscles. Exhale fully. Gently, gracefully lower your hands. The second part of this Kriya, we're going to be placing our hands over our heart. It does not matter which hand is on top. And what we're going to do is close our eyes, and the focus is going to be inward. And we're just going to be here breathing long and slow through the nose. So maybe inhale to the count of 4, exhale to the count of 4, and just notice how you're feeling. This is a nice little way to calm ourselves, placing our hands over our heart like this and breathing in long, slow, deep breath. We're allowing all of that energy that we generated to circulate and go where it needs to go. If you can inhale to the count of 5 or 6 and exhale to the count of 5 or 6, that is great too. Just kind of go at your own pace. Let your body be your guide. Got about a minute left with this breathing portion of the meditation. Inhale deeply, hold the breath. Exhale fully. Gently, gracefully lower your hands down. This will conclude my presentation today on 4 methods of releasing anger from the body. I hope that you have enjoyed the presentation, and I hope that you can see the benefits of a regular Kundalini yoga practice. So we'll be closing out with a long sat, short nam. Truth is my name in the ancient language of Gurmukhi. Placing our palms together at the center of our chest, pressing our thumb into our sternum. We'll be inhaling deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply, and let's begin. Sat Nam. Placing your fingertips to the center of your forehead. Bow in reverence to this practice. Sat Nam.